As Disney continues to update the slate for what we can expect on Disney Plus, many people have realized that there's a few projects missing now. They confirmed Secret Invasion, Loki Season 2, and Ironheart, but the ones that are absent that were originally slated for 2023 are Agatha Coven of Chaos, Marvel's Echo, Marvel's What If Season 2, and unfortunately X-Men 97, all look to have been pushed out of this next year. So again, some of these are surprising, some are not. We already talked about the fact that Echo looks to be suffering some pretty massive delays due to circumstances surrounding the production and how production went. Again, nothing bad allegedly with the show, but just that it was a troubled production. So who knows what the reason is there, but letting them take more time makes a whole lot of sense. At the same time, Marvel's What If, that's a real interesting one because, again, they were literally in post-production of Season 2. We know this. So whatever happened here must be a pretty big overhaul, but we'll talk about that when we learn more about it because it's been pretty quiet on that front. And then, of course, well, let's quickly talk about Agatha. That show, honestly, I always expected to come out in early 2024. I just didn't think they would be dropping that in winter. And a lot of people said probably could be dropped around Halloween. But again, that would mean having to start really early on. And the show is literally just now in production. So that's too much. Unless you wanted it to be super rushed, then by all means, they could have put it out, but then imagine all the complaints. So then we finally come to the last one. This one will bum out most people, but X-Men 97, after all the turmoil and problems we're hearing with Marvel Animation, having this one get bumped back, it's a little troubling. I still think we're going to get it. I don't think it's being fully canceled or anything. They'd be stupid to do it because there's already toys and products in production. So, you want this thing out there, and they're going to put it out. But taking more time kind of makes sense to me in this case. They want to make sure everything is right with it because it's going to pull in that nostalgia factor, and this will be a huge show. Make no mistake about that. Yeah, it's not going to do your big live action show views, but this will be, mark my words, the most viewed Disney Plus animated anything. They're going to crush it with this one. It's going to be huge. So they know what they got, and taking more time is fine. If I was to say be worried about any of these, I would say Marvel's What If. That's the only real one I could be worried about, but I still think that's going to make it out. But I think there's some problems going on there that are clearly affecting this thing getting out the door. And maybe it's for the best. Maybe they'll pivot, and it's going to end up being what we all wanted Season 1 to be, where it's, hey, it's actually going to tie into things and be important. Because that's kind of the mislead that they had with Season 1 that disappointed many people. So, I guess we'll find out soon.